So Alex Pereira just knocked out Jiri Prochazka, and I want to talk about it. What's up? This is MC MMA. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I'm just gonna get straight onto this. I didn't make a prediction video, haven't uploaded in like a week because I upload weekly, but I didn't upload a video for this fight card UFC 303. Alex Pereira, he showed me that Jiri, even though Jiri is like my favorite fighter. He's been my favorite fighter the last couple of years. But I clearly saw that he's never gonna beat someone like Alex Pereira. And yeah, the first fight was the best chance he ever had with the element of surprise, because that's just the way that Jiri fights. He doesn't fight technically, and when you're someone like Alex Pereira, the technique, he knows exactly what to do with your mistakes. The issue was in the first fight. He didn't know what kind of mistakes Jiri was going to make because he didn't know what he was going to leave open. But the second fight, he learned in the first fight. He was able to catch him. And then, yeah, second fight, he was able to catch him even easier. Jiri literally had no success in this fight. Um, yeah, it's really sad to see. This, it hurts Jiri a lot because fighting is like everything for him. And he even made that video yesterday in like a dark at night. It was like saying, he'll be back or he'll retire, because he means that kind of shit. So that was tough to watch. At the end of the first, when he got dropped with that left hook, I already knew it was over. I was like, wow, yep, I could see it now. My eyes were closed, but Alex helped me open them. Because I do know, like, when it comes to an unorthodox, crazy ass style of fighter, and he's fighting a really amazing, near perfect, technique kind of guy, and they're both like unstoppable forces. Whenever you put those two together, I feel like the technical fighter is the one that will win. Um, the wild guy can only win if your technique isn't perfect, and even if your technique is perfect, the wild guy sometimes can still just overpower you and stuff like that. But that's what Jiri usually leans on, just being able to brute force things like this. And he would be able to force his way through Alex if Alex didn't have that left hook. That left hook, he landed it early on in the fight, and I was able to tell, like, I don't know if it was like a minute or two into the fight. He catches Jiri, he eats it. It looks like he ate it pretty well, but like if you really paid attention, after he got hit with that first left hook, he didn't get dropped or nothing in that first one, but he started fighting a lot more like attacking less. Like he was like, okay, that is some real power again. And yeah, I'm done talking about this. He's still my favorite fighter. He can still become a champion after Alex leaves, and that's just sad. He's not gonna beat Alex though. He might be one of the goats. He is one of the goats, but he might be like top 5, top 10. Let me know what you guys think. All right, that was my dog. If you could hear him. For the rest of the fight, let's just move on. The other fights. Okay, I'm not even talking about the co-main yet, so we'll skip the co-main and move under the co-main, and we'll work our way around, because that's just the way I did it. Joe Pyfer, I guess I'm gonna talk about him because I like him. All right, he knocked out, what was his name, like Marc-Andre Barriou? I don't know, something like that. I seen him fight before, that Marc-Andre dude. I think he's like Canadian or something. He got slept pretty bad. I thought it was awesome. Fight just started. He's getting leg kicked, backed up, ate a 2 to the head, and then like a little 2 body 2 kind of combo. As he was falling down, like an uppercut it was like an uppercut, like a weird uppercut, put him straight to sleep, face down, stiff as a rock. Amazing. Joe Pyfer, he has a lot of power. He has a fun style, because he likes to strike, but we know he came from a wrestling background, so Really good fight, really good fighter. Not much to say, but I mean, he did get fraud checked last time against Hermanson, but he still needs he needs to get back in the top 15 because yeah, he's up there. I believe that was his first 5 round fight. If he didn't gas out as hard in the beginning, he has potential to beat someone of Jack Hermanson kind of like level. For sure he can for sure beat him. So I don't know. We'll see what's next for him. It was a good fight. We'll talk about the co-main first with Lopez. That was crazy. Freaking Brian Ortega had a pull-out. He said at first in the morning, he's like, I can't make 145. Let's make 155. Lopez he's a top G. He's a real dog. He said, I don't care. Let's do that shit. And Ortega's like, oh fuck. I mean, I'm sick. Achoo. It probably didn't go down like that. He probably really was sick, but Dan Ige ended up coming in. What was it? Like 5 hours notice, something like that. He said, "Hey, dude, I'm ready. If you guys want me to come in here." Dan Ige put on a good show. He lost, but it was a close fight. He already had been training for a fight, so he was in shape and everything. But he's just a badass. He took the day. He had the day off today. He was like, fuck it, let's get some money. He could have waited a couple weeks for a fight. He didn't want to. He lost, but respect. And Lopez, he had to fight a bigger guy. He had been cutting to 145. He was being ready for 145 this whole time. Same day, he has to fight 20 pounds heavier. And he didn't even weigh 20 pounds heavier. He weighed like 161 when it was a 165-pound fight. So, fucking badass, dude. It was the next fight. I don't know. Roman Driplitze. That's his new name because I saw this picture when I was putting him up here. Roman Driplitze. He looks drippy, I can't even lie, but his skills in the cage against Anthony Smith, they were putting me to sleep. And I just might as well talk about Ian Gary as well at the same time because both these fights, Ian Gary, of course, against MVP and Driplitze against Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith, he's not that good, man. I don't know. He was very stiff, very slow. Roman Driplitze, very stiff, very slow. He won by decision. It is what it is. Ian Gary, he won against MVP by decision. All he did was grab MVP because anytime MVP got close to him, he was clearly faster than Ian Gary. Machado Gary. Yeah. And, yeah, I mean, that's all I really got to say about these guys. For a moment, those guys were putting me to sleep. I thought for a second the card could start looking shit. Not really. It was a good card. I liked it. But let's see. The last thing I want to talk about was in the prelims. Peyton Talbot against, what's his name? Like Gamanari or something. I don't even remember what that guy's name is because I don't know him. But Talbot gave me a reason again not to know him. He one punch knocked him out. And it's like he did like a jab instead of like doing like a normal 1-2. He did like a jab, kind of paused for like a split second, then threw the 2. As he went for that leg kick, yeah, dropped his shit. It was pretty cool to watch. And yeah, he's a promising future guy. That's all I gotta say now. I'm back. I never left. I upload weekly videos. If you're interested, subscribe. If you're still here, that's a reason to subscribe. Later.